There comes a moment in every woman's life when she realizes something no one ever prepared her for. Looking beautiful isn't enough. Owning expensive clothes isn't enough. Having the perfect body isn't enough. Because the women who leave the strongest impression aren't always the prettiest in the room. They're the ones who have learned lessons that most people spend years avoiding. And the truth is, some of those lessons are uncomfortable. They're the kind that sting before they strengthen you. The kind that challenge the stories you've been telling yourself. Today, I want to share 5 hard truths every girl needs to hear. Not to discourage you, but to help you stop wasting time chasing things that were never going to make you feel truly confident in the first place. If you can accept these truths early, you'll carry yourself differently, you'll dress differently, you'll think differently, and most importantly, you'll stop seeking validation from people who were never meant to define your worth. Truth number 1, looking expensive will never replace looking well put together. Social media has convinced many women that elegance has a price tag. Luxury handbags, designer shoes, the newest trends, the latest viral outfit. But here's what nobody talks about. A woman wearing simple, clean, well-fitted clothing often appears far more sophisticated than someone covered in designer labels, because people notice presentation before they notice brands. Think about it. Wrinkled clothes don't suddenly become elegant because they cost more. Scuffed shoes don't look refined because they came from an expensive boutique. A beautiful dress loses its charm if it doesn't fit properly. True style isn't about collecting expensive pieces. It's about understanding yourself, knowing what colors bring your features to life, knowing what silhouettes flatter your body instead of hiding it, knowing that confidence comes from wearing something intentionally, not because everyone else is wearing it. Some women spend thousands trying to buy elegance. Others achieve it with a wardrobe built slowly over time. Not because it's bigger, because it's smarter. When every piece fits, when every outfit feels intentional, people stop noticing your clothes. They start noticing you, and that's the difference. Truth number 2, your appearance opens doors, but your character decides whether they stay open. This might be difficult to hear. Yes, first impressions matter. People notice your smile, your posture, your grooming, your style. That's human nature. But first impressions only last for a moment. After that, your attitude takes over. A beautiful woman who constantly complains becomes forgettable. A stylish woman who belittles others loses her charm very quickly. A confident-looking woman who constantly seeks attention eventually exhausts everyone around her. Beauty may start conversations. Character keeps them going. Real confidence doesn't come from hearing compliments every day. It comes from knowing that even if no one notices your outfit today, you're still enough. Because confidence built on appearance disappears the moment appearance changes. But confidence built on values, discipline, kindness, self-respect, that only becomes stronger with age. Ask yourself this. If someone removed your makeup, your hairstyle, your favorite outfit, would your energy still attract people? Because eventually, looks introduce you. Personality becomes your reputation, and reputation always lasts longer than beauty. Truth number 3, no one is thinking about your flaws as much as you are. Have you ever canceled plans because your skin wasn't perfect? Changed outfits 10 times? Refused to take photos because you noticed one tiny detail? You're not alone. Almost every woman has done it. But here's the hard truth. Most people never notice the thing you spent hours worrying about. While you're thinking about that small breakout, someone else is worrying about their hair. While you're criticizing your smile, another person is wondering if they talk too much. Everyone is far more focused on themselves than we realize. Yet so many women delay living. I'll wear that dress after I lose weight. I'll start dating after I feel prettier. I'll post that picture when my skin clears. I'll become more confident when I finally look perfect. But perfection keeps moving. You reach one goal, then immediately create another, and another, until years pass. Confidence isn't something that magically appears after you become flawless. It's something you build by living before you feel ready. Wear the dress, take the photo, accept the invitation, walk into the room. Not because you look perfect, but because your life is too valuable to spend hiding behind imaginary standards. The women who seem effortlessly confident usually aren't the women with the fewest imperfections. They're the women who stop letting those imperfections control them. We've covered 3 truths that change the way you see yourself, but the next 2 may be the most important of all, because they have nothing to do with your wardrobe and everything to do with the standards you set for your life. Truth number 4, if you don't respect yourself, don't expect the world to do it for you. This truth can be uncomfortable because it asks you to look inward before pointing outward. It's easy to blame rude people, unfair situations, or a lack of appreciation. And sometimes those things are very real. But there are also moments when the way people treat us reflects the standards we've silently accepted. Every time you ignore your own boundaries just to avoid disappointing someone. Every time you say yes when your heart is screaming no. Every time you apologize for taking up space. You send a message, not just to others, but to yourself. You begin to believe that your comfort matters less than everyone else's. Self-respect isn't loud. It doesn't require dramatic speeches or constant confrontation. Sometimes it looks like walking away from a conversation that no longer serves you. Sometimes it means declining an invitation without inventing an excuse. Sometimes it means choosing not to chase someone who has already shown you where you stand. The strongest women understand that protecting their peace isn't selfish. It's necessary. The truth is, not everyone will like you. Not everyone will understand your choices, and that's okay. You were never meant to fit into every room. Trying to please everyone is one of the fastest ways to lose yourself. The women who leave a lasting impression aren't the ones who desperately seek approval. They're the ones who know their values and refuse to compromise them, just to be accepted. When you respect your own time, your own energy, your own dreams, people begin to notice. Not because you demanded respect, but because you quietly demonstrated that you expected it. And expectations have a way of shaping reality. Truth number 5, the relationship you have with yourself will shape every other relationship in your life. Many girls grow up believing that one day, the right person will make them feel beautiful, confident, complete, loved. It sounds romantic, but it's also one of the biggest misconceptions we carry into adulthood. No relationship can permanently fill a space that was created by self-doubt. If you constantly criticize yourself, compliments will never feel enough. If you don't believe you're worthy, reassurance will always feel temporary. If your happiness depends entirely on someone else's attention, you'll always be afraid of losing it. The healthiest relationships begin long before another person enters your life. They begin with the way you speak to yourself. Pay attention to your inner voice. Is it encouraging, or is it constantly pointing out everything that's wrong with you? Imagine speaking to a close friend the way you sometimes speak to yourself. Feel inspired or heartbroken, the words you repeat every day become the lens through which you see yourself. That's why confidence isn't built in front of a mirror. It's built in the quiet moments, the mornings when you choose discipline over excuses, the evenings when you care for yourself even when no one is watching, the promises you keep to yourself. Those small decisions create trust, and trust creates confidence. Eventually, you stop needing constant validation because you've become your own source of encouragement. That's a different kind of beauty, one that doesn't disappear when trends change, one that doesn't depend on filters or perfect lighting, one that stays with you wherever you go. And people notice it, not because it's flashy, but because it's real. If there's one thing I hope you remember after today's video, it's this. The woman you're becoming isn't built by one perfect outfit, one skincare routine, or one compliment from someone else. She's built by the choices you make every single day, the standards you refuse to lower, the habits you commit to, the way you carry yourself when no one is watching. Beauty will always be part of the picture. Style can absolutely elevate your presence, but neither of those things will ever replace self-respect, confidence, and character. Those are the qualities that make people remember you long after you've left the room. So instead of asking yourself, how can I look more beautiful? Try asking a different question. How can I become a woman I deeply admire? Because when you focus on becoming that woman, The confidence follows, the elegance follows, the style becomes effortless. And most importantly, you stop chasing validation because you finally learned something priceless. The most attractive version of you isn't the one who tries the hardest to impress everyone else. It's the one who finally feels at peace with herself. If this message resonated with you, I'd love to know which of these 5 truths spoke to you the most. Share it in the comments. I always enjoy hearing your perspectives and reading your stories. And if you're on a journey to elevate not only your style, but also your confidence and self-image, don't forget to subscribe. There are many more conversations like this ahead, all designed to help you become the most refined, confident, and authentic version of yourself. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today.